Do you have a cutting board that you've been using for a while and it just looks bad? Well, let's fix it. Now this is a cutting board that I made, and my wife uses this daily. So what I'm about to show you how to restore this is something I do at least once a month. Now maybe you've clicked on this video just because you want to see how I do this. Maybe you've clicked on this video because you bought a cutting board like this and you've used it and it's marked up and you want to just see how to repair it. And then maybe you're the kind of person who makes these and gives them to family members and friends, but those family members and friends won't use your cutting board because it's too nice and they don't want to mess it up. Yes, I'm talking to you. And if so, share this video with them. Let's get to it. This carpet pad isn't for comfort. It's so the cutting board doesn't try to make a break for it while I'm trying to sand it. Safety first, for the board anyway. Grab yourself a pencil, sander, hooking up my dust collection. Use your pencil to just write some scribbly lines here. That way you know where you've been. Okay, so not sure if you've noticed, but I actually switched from 120 grit to 80 grit. I actually had like 2 or 3 really, really deep scratches in here. So I went ahead and switched to the 80 grit, did the whole board like that. Now we're gonna go back to the 120, but first you have your pencil, mark it all up so you know where you've been. 120, let's go. And with the 120 done, now we move on to 220. Pencil first. And with the 220 done, this is looking really good, nice and smooth. Now you have to remember, this is gonna get wet, and the grains in the wood, once they get wet, they're like little hairs and they stand up. So what we need to do is we need to knock them down. So we're gonna spray this with some water to raise the grain. We're gonna let it dry. After it dries, pencil, 220 one more time, and then we're ready for finish.
One eternity later.
I let that dry for about an hour. I'm just gonna wipe it down real quick. Pencil mark again. 220 one more time. One final wipe down. And I'm using, this is a recipe that I made. It's mineral oil and beeswax, so everything is all food safe. I make a special blend in this little crock pot that I just use just for this, and then I put it on. And once we get everything on there, and I put on a hefty amount, more than I need, I let it sit overnight, and then we'll buff it off. All right, we'll just let that sit overnight. Clock wipe. Now we're just gonna wipe it off with a rag. And as a reminder, this is where we started. And look at this board now. Damn, that looks good. So if you have someone in your life that maybe you've given a cutting board or even made a cutting board for, you gotta tell them it's not the Mona Lisa, right? It's made to be cut on. And I say, if you're going to cut it, then cut it.